I am without words. Pandas? I don't get it. Foxes are genuinely the furry world. You know you guys are weird, right? You know you guys are really strange that you have porn of anthropomorphic animals and you do this stuff on Discord. You are so strange and you wonder why nobody likes you. This ain't it. This is not it. This is the opposite of it. I'm still learning. Any constructive criticism is welcome. What sexuality is that behind you? Bruh, that's the German flag. What are you on? The fact that legitimate nations are being confused for genders or sexualities goes to show that there just might be too many genders and sexualities. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I mean, draw your own conclusions, but it's obvious that something's goofy going on. You feel me? Something's goofy here. Oh no. Oh. I hope my mans was in on it. Even so, that is just... There is so much wrong about this, but you know what? Everybody looks like they're having fun. I was really excited to pick up a slice for National Cheese Pizza Day, and unfortunately experienced an awful customer experience. I was turned away for being short 30 cents on one cheese slice of pizza. 30 cents. This is 7% of the total cost, and as an alternative, I told them I was a food blogger on Instagram, and I would post the slice on my page. Mind you, I have over 10,000 followers, and restaurants frequently ask me to come in and try their pizza for free in exchange for a post. When the cashier returned from speaking with her manager, she said no discount. It's a shame that she could not see the value in what I had to offer, and disappointing because now they have forever lost a potential customer, never going back to try their pizza. Not worth it. I don't know where this came from. The fact that you think that taking a picture of a pizza is going to encourage people to go to that store isn't going to happen. Your 10,000 followers is a drop in the bucket compared to other influencers on that platform who have millions upon millions. You're a nobody, and you're not doing it for them. Your broke ass just wants a free slice of pizza. Could you imagine being so poor that you couldn't afford one slice? You didn't have 30 cents? If you don't realize that your lifestyle as an influencer just isn't paying dividends, this is the moment. The fact that you can't afford one slice of pizza. And this isn't me saying that being an influencer isn't a legitimate job. People make money like that all the time, just not you. Obviously, you're failing. You think that 10,000 followers is something to brag on when it really isn't giving you anything. And now you wasted a bunch of people's time, all because you think you're entitled to food because you take pretty pictures of food for other people. You're not special, you're a nobody. It just isn't a CringeTopia video if we don't have a terrible Tumblr post. Trans people are never... has to do with power. Transgender people are the most hated people in the world. Therefore, they have no power over cis people. So even if a trans person forces a cis person to have sex with them, it's not. Cis women can't be by trans women. To suggest that they can minimizes the struggles of trans women in society. Wow. You know, I've tried to avoid this conversation on my channel, but it infuriates me because it's the same people who talk about this stuff. It's the same people who make the comments saying that you're transphobic for not wanting to have sex with or be in an intimate relationship with trans people. And really, this isn't about heterosexual men who doesn't want to have sex with a trans woman. Really, the conversation is about trans women trying to have sex with women. You see, lesbian women don't want to have sex with someone who has a penis, and they're being called transphobic for doing so, which is super unfair because the core requirement of being a lesbian is not finding penis to be attractive. And these always online Twitter trans women have a problem with that because they're not seeing any gain. Nobody wants to have sex with them, not men, not women, and they feel some type of way about that. And I'm sorry that you feel some type of way about that, but a lot of people are allowed to have their preferences, especially when it comes to genitalia. So you should get a grip and not make stupid posts like this on Tumblr, because all it does is make people want to avoid you even more. And with all that being said, I haven't even talked about the fact how this entire post is giving me the vibe that trans women, by virtue of the progressive stack, have the authority to request and demand sex from other women. It's so grimy and gross, and I hope that a lot of people don't hold this opinion. I hope this opinion's in a minority, because is it awful.
It's Kevin! I told you guys on my lobby! It's Kevin the Cube! We got him!
What is up with the costumes today? At least the Scooby-Doo one wasn't as bad. This one's kind of bad. There's no way for me to gussy this up. I'm glad the kid's enjoying himself, but does the parents know? Did anybody attempt to stop this? I'm seeing many bigoted comments down here, so I just want to make this clear. Any hate towards moderators will result in a permanent ban from this subreddit with no warning. This includes, but not limited to, calling moderation a fake job or saying that we do it for free. Moderation is one of the most useful jobs to our society. Behave or get banned. Get this post was made by the dude's wife. She is ashamed of you, bro. I hope you don't have kids, because I bet they're ashamed of you too, seeing you hunched over your computer over here banning people and blocking posts because you think that's important. It isn't. And I love how you say bigoted, like somehow any of these statements aren't true. It's not bigoted to talk about the truth and point out obvious things. People are pointing out the fact that you put a little too much energy in a job that you don't get paid for, and that means all in society. The virgin white girl, not a virgin, old and haggard looking, secretly wants a black guy, acts like an adult, only knows one language, too tall, has weird bags of fat, doesn't want kids, thinks anime is for kids, versus the Chad Asian girl, who saves herself for her husband, cute and childlike in appearance, loves and appreciates her white boyfriend, loves Ahegao acting cute and youthful. I'm catching a vibe here. Knows 3 languages and teaches you hers. Tiny and adorable with a flat chest. Okay. This is a little bit more of a vibe if you're catching what I'm throwing. And the funny thing is I don't know if this is fake or real, because I've encountered people on Twitter, on Discord, on Reddit even, who talk like this, who genuinely have Asian fetishes. Or like, oh, these Asian girls will immediately fawn over me because I'm a white guy. And these same people have this strange hatred towards white women. You know, women of their own race. And this is becoming a common trend where I see all sorts of people from all sorts of different races who go out of their way to just diss their own in order to prop up the race that they have a fetish for. And if you're one of those people who goes out of their way to put down their own in order to prop up and justify their fetish for a different race, I wish you the worst. Because you're awful, you're really gross, and you're really terrible. Okay, so this next post is actually 3 posts from Twitter, all talking about the same news story. Joshua Bassett is releasing a podcast series next year dedicated to heavy talks after revealing to the Gentleman's Quarterly that he was sexually assaulted as a teen. His claim was that he was sexually assaulted by Olivia Rodrigo when he was a minor. And these are some of the many quote tweets that were made after this was posted on Twitter. Is assault plus privilege. Men have male privilege, therefore they cannot be. But Joshua Bassett is just trying to bring down Olivia Rodrigo since he's jealous on how successful she is. We should focus more on Olivia in the name of feminism and stop giving that man any attention. Even if it's a real story, he kind of deserved it for what he did to Olivia. That's sad and all, but we don't care. I like this tweet in particular because it doesn't go out of its way to justify its apologetics, it just is honest. That's sad, but we all don't care. And I'm not gonna make some statement of, oh, if a guy said this or if the roles were reversed, because that really doesn't matter. They don't care about hypocrisy. These women who have made these statements just have a tacit hatred of men only because they were so criminally fatherless as a child. And it's not a coincidence that if you were to go to these people's accounts, you'd find, oh, I'm depressed or mentally ill, because nothing else would make sense. These people are miserable and they found a guy who they can step on, and they're reveling in it. And it's all over Twitter. It's not hard to find these tweets. It's not hard to find these statements. And it's gonna persist as long as people believe in the ideologies related to them. My mom, don't forget to pack something nice for Thanksgiving. Me. Jesus Christ, people like you make my blood boil because you're always on. You never turn the politics off. Anywhere you go, you talk about your activism because you know that being woke and progressive and parroting the talking points that are widely accepted in society gives you social credit. There's something very ironic and funny about people saying that I'm going against the grain when their politics are supported by Uber and every other major corporation on the fucking planet. If Ben & Jerry's is sharing the same talking points as you, you're not a revolutionary, you're just a narcissist. You know that these politics are going to give you a lot of positive social credit. A lot of people are going to treat you better because you're wearing a vagina shirt, and you love it because now you don't have to build a personality. Now you don't have to be original. You can just parrot the same talking points that you read off of Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram, and your shallow friends are going to love you for it. I make it a personal effort to avoid people like you because on the drop of a dime, when anything goes wrong, immediately you embody the very things that you hate. All of a sudden you become the most hateful person if someone crosses you. You'd be surprised how many times I've seen people go on a racist tirade while wearing a futurist female t-shirt.
Oh my god!
Please save me. I thought I would never have to read another post like this. I've got a question, guys. After swallowing a lot of poop, does your breath smell like poop? Because I've tried to smell myself and I never smell like poo. But if it does, how much does it take to disappear after brushing your tongue and teeth? I always brush my teeth when I've eaten. I love having a solid piece in my mouth for a while, then swallowing it whole with some water. I also like the aftertaste when I burp much later, reminding me of my kinky fetish.
I beg your pardon? I beg your pardon?
Ooh, man, that's awesome. I found a tutorial of sexy girls that will give you instructions on what to do to begin to eat, and wow, man, it actually worked so good. Days ago, I couldn't even eat a little piece, and yesterday I ate a big turd with no water or anything. It was amazing. I ate a lot, and I came while I did it. It was amazing. I don't really even have anything to say, to be honest. Like, sometimes I read some stuff on CringeTopia, or I'm a total piece of shit, or subreddits like that, and I think to myself, that's somebody's son or daughter. Somebody said this person was going to have good prospects, that this person was a prodigy, and come to find out years later, they eat shit and talk about it on Reddit. There is somebody in this guy's life who's proud of him.
How many sugars do you have in your Pepsi? I have 5.
Hi, my name is Ashley, and the first question I'm gonna ask you is, how tall are you? Word? How big are your tits? Thank you for failing my test. My boyfriend is conducting a study on toxic men and how they get really defensive when asked about their height and tend to try to offend women by asking about common insecurities in women like height or degrading them by asking about their chest size. That's what you did. Thank you for being a part of the examples on what not to do. I hope you become less toxic one day. Just take the L. You don't have to write an entire fake paragraph about how your boyfriend is conducting some study on toxic men. No boyfriend would ever do that, ever. That doesn't happen. I would never encourage my girlfriend to go onto Tinder to conduct some experiment. That's ridiculous. Please stop. Please. You asked the guy how tall he was to gauge whether or not he would be attractive to you. He asked how big your tits were, because both questions are super shallow and not a way to start a conversation with anyone. You got your feelings hurt in this encounter. Just accept it. Take it on the chin and just block him and just learn to not be the way you are. You see, if anyone's being toxic, it's you, because you have to come up with some fake narrative in order to save your own fucking ego. If you and your daughter don't have a relationship like this, then you're doing it wrong. If doing it wrong means I'm not shaving my daughter's coochie at the age of 20, then you got me. I guess I'm just doing it wrong. This is the pinnacle of weird, because it looks like the daughter is the one who took the picture, not even the father. No, you guys should not have this type of relationship. Not at all. It's very creepy. And I'm not gonna claim that it's predatory because she's the one taking the picture, but who knows? Who knows if he's grooming her into making her think that having her father shave her coochie is a good thing. Maybe she actually genuinely has feelings for her father and she's a freak. Who knows? But I can tell you what I do know is that this dude is using a guy's razor on her coochie, not even like one of the feminine soft razors, so she's gonna be torn the f*** up. Daryl Brooks, who killed 6 people with his SUV, says he feels dehumanized and treated like a monster. Really? And I didn't even mean for this to happen, for this to be topical, but since tomorrow is Christmas, let me let you guys know about what this ghoul got up to that landed him a serious prison sentence. A few weeks back at the beginning of December, this man, Daryl Brooks, thought it was a great idea to plow his SUV through a Christmas parade, with the expressed intention of killing white people as retribution for Kyle Rittenhouse being found not guilty for the Kenosha shootings. And he has the AAA audacity to say that he's being treated like a monster. You ended people's lives. We have all seen the Discord girlfriend copy pasta. I finally found the original picture where this was found. Unfortunately, the subreddit covers people's names up, but For those who don't know about the copy pasta, let me go ahead and read it out for you. I'm not gonna be active on Discord tonight, guys. I'm meeting a girl, a real one, in half an hour. Wouldn't expect you lot to understand anyway. So please don't DM me asking where I am. I'm with the girl, okay? It'll most likely get aired because I'll be with the girl. Again, I don't expect you to understand. She's actually really interested in me, and it's not a situation I can pass up for some meaningless Discord degenerates, because I'll be meeting a girl, not that you really are going to understand. This is my life now, meeting women and not wasting my precious time online. I have to move on from such simple things and branch out. You wouldn't understand. At everyone. What the fuck? So we have a 40-ounce tomahawk that the customer wanted American cheese melted on it. No, you should have kicked him out almost immediately. Give them their money back and say you're not welcome. You're not welcome until you understand how to eat food. Restaurants should definitely start doing that. It's not elitist, it's not being mean, it's just what's right. And a lot of people would agree with me, because you don't do this. This is illegal, you can't do this. Oh! Shit. Where's your hair at? I'm literally sat waiting for a mental health appointment and two of the doctors just walked past, looked at me, and pissed themselves laughing. Shit, I do that too. I might even kick you out the hospital. You look like you're gonna stab someone. This next clip is of a streamer who tries to guess a young child's costume. And here's a quick hint. The wheelchair isn't a part of his costume.
Wow. Wow, this is so cool. It's really cool. Like Stephen Hawking Spider-Man. Yeah, Stephen Hawking Spider-Man.
Wait, how many Spider-Mans?
There are actually a lot of Spider-Man.
There's a lot of them. I've seen.
Ho ho ho, Merry Christmas, darling. Now tell Santa Rarity what you would like for Christmas. Hunter, what the f? What? Rarity wants to know what you want for Christmas, baby. I told you, please stop sending me pony stuff. Can you please respect my interests? I'll respect your interests if you are a 9-year-old girl, but no, I'm catching the vibe that you're in your 20s and you like My Little Pony. Which means you're a creep. I don't even know how you got yourself a girlfriend. Male cashier cracked a joke and followed with, "You should smile more." And before I could say anything, the older African-American woman behind me goes, "Honey, contrary to popular belief, you don't gotta smile for a clown. And I hope her life has nothing but happiness and peace." Wow, that's crazy. That didn't happen. I mean, if you didn't tell me that she was African-American before, I would have thought that she was a white woman. That didn't happen though. This whole story didn't happen. It is so obvious that you are lying, that you're just making up some story so that you can feel, what, empowered? I don't understand what you could get out of this. Lift heavy, eat meat, compete, take risks, have sex, be manly. Yup, and you just telegraphed to the whole world that you don't do any of those things. You see, most men complete those tasks, hit every single requirement that's stapled to your back, but they don't feel the need to make a t-shirt or wear a t-shirt that screams those things. You see, you did because you can't get it up anymore. Amy Schumer tries to prank Kanye West by diving in front of him and pretending to pass out. Kanye reacts by walking away. Where's the border between these two photos? Kanye looks like he's walking between parallel worlds. Has Amy Schumer ever been funny? At all? Every person I've ever asked says they either never watched any of her comedy specials or watched one of her movies. I don't find any of her jokes to be funny, and all I remember that's significant about Amy Schumer is that one of her comedy specials were so bad on Netflix that Netflix changed the rating system permanently forever. It went from a percentage rating to just thumbs up and thumbs down. Ah, my eyes! Ah! I can't see, I'm blind! Oh God! I'm so sorry for everybody else in that room who has to see a grown woman naked and dressed up like Rainbow Dash. Like, I'm so sorry. The only redeeming thing about this entire photo is the fact that she's the only one who's naked and not the whole con. At least the whole convention is clothed, right? We wouldn't have to see any more grossness. I got kicked out of Barnes & Noble for moving all the Bibles into the fiction section. And does anybody else find that funny? I'm so lonely. You ever seen somebody get cucked live on TikTok?
Do Black Lives Matter?
Of course.
Listen, we have a black man right here.
I love him. That's Trey. I know this man. I met him.
He's never kissed a white girl in his life. Will you be the first one right here on camera?
Can I kiss him?
On
okay.
Oh.
Boom.
How's that feel, bro?
I don't fucking care.
Are y'all dating or no?
Yeah, we're dating. Yes, Black Lives Matter.
Men under 5'11 shouldn't exist. I'm 5'7, but that's 11'7 over your dad if that helps. No, he did. Oh! Oh, look, it's Juicy Smouye, and he's asking a prosecutor to stop saying the N-word while quoting his text messages. Jussie Smollett, during his second trial, was fighting for his life. He kept trying to keep up the same lie, and it's just fantastic. I implore you guys to search up all of the trial notes. It's nuts how his defense attorney and him were lying the entire time. They just couldn't stop. People of Reddit, what category do you think you're in the top 1% of? My IQ is 136, which is the top 5% of the world. IQ of 136, apparently not enough to understand and answer OP's question. I'm 5'10", and my girlfriend's little sister just introduced me to her 6'3" boyfriend. And wouldn't you know it, we're the same height. So somebody's lying. Featuring Latinx authors. If you are the type of person to call somebody Latinx instead of Latina or Latino, and you get jumped or decked by said Hispanic person, I am not sympathetic for you, because the Hispanic community has gone out of their way multiple times to tell you woke scolds to shut the fuck up, because Latinx or Latinx doesn't make sense, and that's not how Spanish works. They've been telling y'all this for years now, and you won't stop. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ailurus, and today's video is the final video of 2021, and I can't thank you guys enough for making this channel the way it is. The fact that we reached 500,000 subscribers is fan-fucking-tastic. I never thought I'd be here, but here I am, and I'm 100% thankful. This year has been difficult. Not as difficult as 2020, which is an improvement, but it hasn't been easy either. And for a lot of you, you've said that these videos have helped you out, especially the Foul Logic content, especially the CringeTopia content, and the Morbid Reality content. All of you guys hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube and say that you are using my videos as a catharsis, and I can't thank you enough for that privilege. Hopefully by this time next year, I'll be posting again, and we'll just start up a whole new year of good content. I'm looking forward to all of the future milestones that we'll hit. Next year we'll be at 5 years. This channel will be 5 years old next year, so I'm looking forward to that. I gotta think of something to do for that. But yeah, overall, I'm very grateful for you guys being here and giving me this opportunity to entertain you and, make you happy during such a crappy year. So yeah, big thanks, and I hope to see you guys next year. All that stuff. And if you're wondering why you can't see my face, it's because I've grown out my hair and I can't fit my mask. So you're seeing this beautiful chest. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great Christmas. I hope you guys have a great holiday if you don't celebrate Christmas. And as always, stay zesty.